Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about multiplying fractions. And I would like to show you how to multiply fractions by fractions, as well as multiplying fractions by whole numbers. I'm going to start with multiplying fractions by fractions. And in our first example, we're going to solve 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 3. Now, I think you're going to be happy to see that multiplying fractions is a lot more simple than adding and subtracting fractions and dividing fractions. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. So when multiplying fractions, one of the things that you need to do is to multiply your numerators. So let's go ahead and do that. In this case, that would be 1 multiplied by 1, which is 1. And next, you need to multiply your denominators. So that would be 2 multiplied by 3, which is 6. And your last step, if possible, simplify or reduce the answer. Now, 1 over 6 cannot be reduced any further. So we've completed the problem. So 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 3 is equal to 1 over 6. So let's try that again, just to make sure we have got it. Okay, let's try 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 5. First step, let's multiply numerators together, and next we're going to multiply denominators together. So 2 multiplied by 3, that will be 6, and 3 multiplied by 5, that will be 15. Okay, so now that we've solved it, we can see here that we have a fraction that can be reduced. So let's reduce our fraction. Both numerator and denominator can be divided by 3. So let's divide. 6 divided by 3 equals 2, and 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 5 equals 6 over 15, which can be reduced to 2 over 5. Excellent job. Now we're going to multiply fractions by whole numbers. Now, our example we're going to use is 1 over 8 multiplied by 4. Now, the issue here is that we have two different types of numbers. We have a fraction, we have a whole number. But this can be fixed by changing our whole number into a fraction. So how do we do that? Well, we could change the whole number into a fraction simply by placing it over 1. So let's do that. So we've just placed 4 over 1. And it has not changed the value of our whole number 4 because remember, fractions are division problems and 4 divided by 1 is 4. So it keeps the same value. So our next steps are just like the previous problems where we multiply our numerators. So that's 1 multiplied by 4, which is 4. And we multiply our denominators. That's 8 multiplied by 1, which is 8. And as you can see, this fraction, it can be reduced. Both numerator and denominator can be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 1 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 1 equals 4 over 8, which can be reduced to 1 over 2. All right, let's try another one. This time we have the whole number 5 multiplied by 7 over 10. So how can we turn our whole number into a fraction? That's right. We simply place it over 1. And next, we multiply our numerators. That's 5 multiplied by 7, which is 35. And we multiply our denominators. 1 multiplied by 10, which is 10. Now we have 35 over 10. Now, this is an improper fraction. And as you remember, improper fractions are fractions where the number on the top, the numerator, is greater than the number on the bottom, the denominator. So we need to divide. 35 divided by 10 will give us the whole number of our mixed fraction, and that will be 3. Then goes into 35 3 times. And our remainder, what's left over, is going to be our numerator. So that will be 5. We have 5 left over. And our denominator is going to be the same as in the improper fraction. So that's 3 and 5/10. And 5 over 10 can be reduced to 1 over 2. So 5 over 1 multiplied by 7 over 10 is equal to 35 over 10, which can be converted to the mixed fraction 3 and 5/10, which can be reduced to 3 and 1 over 2. Great job. Okay, thank you for watching this video on multiplying fractions. I'll see you in the next one.